Perhaps the greatest aspect of the Foreign Food Mart is the uncertainty of what you might find. You never know what might be on their shelves. It's always a fun place to browse, especially for these exchange students from Singapore.
Hi, I'm Zafri.
And I'm Sufyan.
Yeah, and we are both engineering students from the National University of Singapore. Okay, we are in Seoul for 1 month for our summer exchange program over at Hanyang University.
My name is Amira and I'm doing engineering.
My name is Asin and I'm doing maths.
My name is Hazra and I'm doing international advertising.
During the holy month, especially as a Muslim minority in Seoul, I find that having to obtain halal food is the big question. So that's why we are actually here in Itaewon to find halal food like Maggi, all this very essential stuff in order to survive for this Ramadan, yes.
So we always get our stuff, our groceries here to stock up also. And sometimes we buy our food here so that we can prepare them for buka in the evening.
Initially, it's quite hard to find halal food here, but after exploring, we all found Itaewon and it's quite convenient because there's a lot of halal restaurants and halal supermarkets here. So we buy most of our stuff for sahur or for iftar over here.
Yeah, and it's also difficult to communicate with the locals because of the language barrier. And sometimes you can't understand the ingredients like on the food packets. And sometimes they don't even know what halal means.
As for praying, I find that in Korea it's quite Muslim friendly because there's a mosque and we actually have musallas in our university as well.
Basically, sahur, what I would do is before the day, maybe if let's say we are outside, we can probably pack some food and throughout the night. During our sahur timing will be around at most 3:30 a.m. So before that, yeah, we just eat some small little food. Then that's about it. Then as for breakfast, we have two options. We either can iftar outside. Most of the Muslim restaurants will be in Itaewon. If not, for convenience, even in our hostels, we also have some food that we brought back from Singapore. Yeah.
And also there's a big mosque in the middle of Itaewon, and we actually go there for iftar also.
So in Singapore, our subuh is at 5:30 a.m. So we will wake up for sahur at about 5 a.m. But in Korea, our fajr is at 3:30 a.m. So that means that you have to prepare for sahur at about 3 a.m. So we just, in the end, we just stay up and prepare for sahur instead of sleeping before our sahur. Yeah.
Yeah, and throughout the day it's difficult to keep our fast because we have to fast 3 hours more. And the air here is drier than Singapore, so we get thirsty very easily. And we have to walk a lot, like everywhere.
And then for iftar, usually we either cook at home or we just go out to the restaurants to eat. There's a lot of halal restaurants here in Itaewon or there's some in Myeongdong.
Hi, I'm Zafri.
And I'm Sufyan.
We are from Singapore and we are now in Korea for our summer exchange program. And we'd like to wish you a happy Ramadan.
And selamat berpuasa.
We are exchange students from Hanyang University and we'd like to wish our family,
Friends and fellow Muslims
a happy and blessed Ramadan.
It's almost iftar time back at Seoul's Central Mosque. As visitors of different cultural backgrounds gather at tables set inside the hall, a group of researchers from Hanyang University is preparing a very special iftar meal for the crowd.
저희 한양대학교 식품영양학과 신원성 교수님 연구실에서 왔고요. 지금 한국식품연구원하고 참맛푸드 그리고 저희 한양대학교 신원성 교수님 연구실 세 팀이 하고 있는 할랄식품 관련 과제 시식회 하러 여기 이슬람 사원에 왔습니다.
The research is related to halal food and is targeting Muslim customers in Korea. The project is also aiming for halal food exportation to other Islamic countries. The concept is simple and easy to carry, where the packagings contain heat-generating material which allow people to easily get the food cooked anywhere. One of the strengths of this halal food is having a long expiry date. The research team has decided to use a Korean food recipe, and they hope to introduce the delicious taste of Korean food to foreigners too. Most people may be prejudiced towards halal food due to lack of understanding. The research team actually found out that halal food is just a kind of food which is made in a very clean and organic way. Besides, there are also stringent examining processes, and it's really hard to secure a halal certification. In a way, halal food classification shouldn't be just related to religion. It should be treated as it is, a clean and safe food which everyone can enjoy. Over the past decades, Korean people have become more aware about halal products, aided with better access to information through the internet. The growth of the Islamic economy is spurring more choices and opportunities. The future of the halal industry in Korea is looking very rosy indeed, especially during the holy month